We are taking a closer look at two Jacksonville drug investigations that led to the seizure of more than 1 million potentially lethal doses of fentanyl.
Anytime that fentanyl and any other dangerous narcotics are removed from our streets, Jacksonville immediately becomes a bit safer.
34-year-old Jalen Ross, 37-year-old Tommy Maitland are both facing multiple felony drug charges. Maitland is facing additional felony charges of child neglect because police say he kept loaded guns and dangerous drugs within reach of a small child. News for Jax reporter Eric Avignon joining us live after digging deeper into Operation Tulsa and Operation Jams. Eric?
Well, Joy, both of these investigations were into the trafficking and distribution of fentanyl. In fact, one of the investigations required the help of the DEA because of where the fentanyl was coming from and how it was being smuggled here into Jacksonville. During Operation Tulsa, narcotics investigators were staking out this Jacksonville home on Tulsa Street. This was after learning packages containing kilo quantities of meth and fentanyl were being regularly delivered here. According to investigators, the drugs were being shipped from California by way of FedEx. Investigators also say they observed 34-year-old Jalen Ross picking up the packages at the home. But after authorities intercepted 2 of his packages containing a kilo of meth and a kilo of fentanyl, they say he moved to this home on Garden Acres Court. Police set up surveillance on the home and eventually executed a search warrant. The search turned up a bag of fentanyl, 5 pounds of fentanyl pills, and multiple firearms. The home belongs to Ross's girlfriend, who was not charged. I showed up at the home and was greeted by her mother, who says her daughter had no idea her house was being used for alleged illegal drug activity.
To hear this, it is overwhelming. It's like, oh my goodness. So not to know what's really going on, because she's always at work, it was like breathtaking to her.
A DEA analyst tracked several money orders dating back to June of last year. According to investigators, those money orders were used to pay for narcotics to be shipped from California and Mexico. Ross was arrested on multiple drug charges. Across town, Operation Jams involved police staking out this home on Rolling Hills Drive. This is where, according to investigators, undercover operatives made multiple controlled purchases of cocaine and fentanyl. Police say 37-year-old Tommy Maitland was the seller. When narcotics officers raided the home, they say they discovered trafficking amounts of fentanyl and meth, nearly 16 pounds of marijuana, and multiple firearms. Police also say they found items in the house that suggest Maitland was mixing fentanyl with non-narcotic powder to increase the volume of drugs to be sold. According to investigators, a small child was living in the home and was within reach of firearms and narcotics. Now, Ross remains in the Duval County Jail tonight on close to a $1 million bond. Maitland, however, is currently out of jail on bond. Coming up at 11, you're going to get reactions to these investigations from the mother of a local man who who died from a fentanyl overdose. Reporting live from outside JSO headquarters, Eric Avignon, Channel 4, the local station.